Hello and welcome to another step-by-step how to tie tutorial video. This is the hot collared Cooper bug. This is tied on a size 14 dry fly hook. This is a 4X fine wire with a turned up eye. For a tying thread, I'm just using a basic tan waxed thread. The underbody is a dubbing blend of Antron medium olive and a little bit of light olive UV ice dubbing. The tail, the body, and that head portion are all elk. This is a Norwegian elk, thanks to a friend in Norway. And that concludes the materials list. We'll go ahead and remove our sample and secure our blank hook. And like all good flies, it begins but with just a single wrap of thread. We can continue that on, locking everything down. And we'll take the thread all the way to the bend of the hook. Alright. And for your elk's hair, you want to cut that down to about a thin pen's width, not quite a full pencil. You want to stack that, tips down, line them up to tie them up. We'll get rid of these last couple of oddballs. There we go. Alright, we're going to tie this in about a half a hook's length for a tail. And how I like to do it is I'll just come in and do 2 tight wraps. Add that third tight wrap in there. And then lift everything up. Do 3 or 4 turns on this side. And then I can take my thread back over here for a couple more real tight locking wraps. And those turns on the bare hook help prevent everything from getting loose and spinning out of control. Alright, I got this fancy little tool here. It's called a straw. Use that to hold everything out of the way. I'm going to come in with my dubbing. This is the Antron medium olive. And just a little bit of the UV, light UV. Mash everything up. Try to get it as even as you can. With your dubbing, when we go to put this on, like always, less is more. And form a little dubbing noodle. And we'll get our dub on. I'm going to build this up a little bit, so I'm going to take this back and forth a couple of times. Spread that out again. Don't want too thin of a body, don't want too thick of a body. But you definitely want to have enough on there for the elk to rest on top of. Give us that nice little shell back. I think that'll work. Alright, we're going to park our thread up at the front. And right up front we'll do the same as we did at the back. I'm just going to do 2 quick turns. I'm going to come in with my bodkin. And I want to lift all that hair up off the shank of the hook. There we go. This will give me a nice round bubble. Clean up any little fibers that might be trapped. Beautiful. Alright. Couple of turns there, and we'll lift the head up. We'll get a couple of nice wraps underneath there. That'll help keep that up. And for the hot collard, let's come in with a little bit of red marker. This is a pro marker. This is alcohol based, so do not drink it. Alright, at this point, these thread wraps are just decorative, not really securing anything. So we'll get a nice, good solid coverage on this side for the hair, for the hot collar behind the head. A couple of turns, and just to make it easy on myself, I'm going to come in with my little tool here. A little high-tech tool that holds everything out of the way for the whip finish. We'll come in here and do a 1, 2, 3. Draw that nice and tight. Trim that off nice and close. And for a head up here, kind of a typical caddis formation. Little flat top. Little flat top, tweeze it out a little bit with the tips of your scissors. And I'm going to add a little bit of insurance policy on here. This is good old Sally Hansen's. A little drop on top. And I can spread that, just kind of get that in there. Very well. Last but not least, we're going to tickle its belly with a little brush. And this will tease out some of those fibers to that dubbing underneath. Beautiful. All right, that is it. That is the hot collared Cooper bug. Once again, that's on a size 14. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Happy tying, and with this one, ladies and gentlemen, tight lines.